Hello, this is your own personal armchair general, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play series, playing as the Oda on Legendary difficulty. So I'm really excited because we're going to turtle up for a little bit, which isn't exciting as battles, but I love the micro involved in managing economies and stuff like that. And we're just going to be a small little turtle. If I were to kind of measure where we're at in the game, like early game, mid game, late game, we're definitely not in the mid game yet, but we're like in the sunset of our early game. We're kind of preparing for the mid at this point. So I'm just going to turtle up for a little bit because we're eyeing the Hojo over here. I think we do want to attack them, take this gold mine, take that workshop, and might as well take this province. I don't really need it because I have war horses elsewhere, but I'm going to have to finish off the Hojo anyway. But I'm not ready to do that quite yet. These guys still need to replenish, but apart from that, I kind of want a slightly bigger army than this to go up against the Hojo, because I'm assuming that they have like full stacks running about. It says they're moderate power too, and we're moderate power, and we have about maybe a stack and a half of men total. So assuming that they have the same amount of people, I think I want to recruit a little bit more, which is going to require some turtling. But also, I just really need to get my economy moving a little bit better. I think I've built upgraded farms in every place that I can currently. And in 2 turns, I'm going to build this encampment. So I need to make sure I save money to upgrade this to a stronghold and get this moving in the direction that I want it to move in with this Pilgrim Hostel. But yeah, long term, right after that, I think I need to go straight for equal fields to upgrade to terrace farming and get our economy moving a bit more. We're not doing bad, but that's because we don't have as many men as we really should right now, and also because we're the Oda, so our upkeep is severely reduced. Because we have, I think, almost exclusively Ashgar units, with the exception of, 1 light cav, our army upkeep is, it should be 50% more than what it is now. So it really should be costing me, 1,200 more koku a month. So I would be out of koku if I was any other clan, really. But yeah, that's the power of this upkeep here. Okay, but I still have some things to do before I finish off this turn. If you didn't know, this bar over here is where you see things like recent events, but there are these other tabs up here, and these can actually be really useful. I use these often at the end of turn to make sure that I've moved all the armies that I've have to, but also, most importantly, to keep an eye on my fleets, because I tend to forget about them, which is why I mark them with these move orders, so that if I do forget about them, they're still going to be moving towards their targets. But it's nice and easy. You can see if this pink bar is here, that means that it still has movement points left. So we're checking out these trade nodes here. Alright, looks like the Miyoshi's on this one. We might be out of luck. This Hail Mary might have failed, but we still have another trade node to check out up there. And this could change at any moment. I'm going to be able to see this trade line here. For whatever reason, it might be because I've discovered this clan. No, this is the, is this the Satake? That's over here? Oh, it's not going to tell me right now. But I think I can permanently see this line, and if it disappears, I know they've been kicked off. But because these aren't trading with anybody, they're probably just Bokubayas or something holding onto the port. I'm going to have to patrol back and forth to see when they leave it. I don't want to declare war on these clans yet if I don't have to. The Miyoshi are probably not very powerful. In fact, I can check. Okay, they're moderate, but they only have 2 provinces. But if the Chosakabe start to overwhelm them and it looks like they're going to go away as a clan, then I might declare war on them. But I don't want to be fighting wars I don't have to, especially wars that I can't win quickly and that are going to mean protracted naval battles and them raiding my ports and attacking my trade ships if I end up having any. So yeah, I want to avoid that if possible, but they might be kicked off by Waco raiders or by other clans that they're at war with. So it is good to just kind of keep an eye on it. And this Bokubaya is taking 61 koku, which could translate into another Ashgar unit somewhere. But it's also not going to be a total waste to have him watch here for just a while, just to see if something happens. Okay, so I think I also have some generals that need to rank up. Or maybe just 1 general. Let's see what retainers we get. +1 morale, crap, because that's just the general and his bodyguard. And this is +1 loyalty or honor, so I guess I'll take that. This guy, I am not concerned about his loyalty changing anytime soon. I think he's over max loyalty at this point. Yeah, he's at 7 loyalty out of 6. So if you didn't know this, you can get loyalty. I think the game actually might stop counting at 9, or maybe I've just never been in a position that went above 9 total loyalty. But the game doesn't care if you have any more than 6. It makes no difference. And loyalty, if you didn't know this, is useful when, I think it's Metsuke are the ones that you're combating. Metsuke can bribe your army to basically betray you. But if your general is there and they have a high loyalty, then it's less likely that they'll bribe. There may also be some kind of event that can trigger if you have incredibly low loyalty generals. Well, they'll just go off on their own of their own accord. But I'm not actually positive about that because I never play with low loyalty generals. It's possible that I might end up in a situation like that, depending on what I do with my honor. But if possible, I would love to be winning some more heroic victories at Oda Nobuhide, which is actually a reason maybe to get into war now. Oh, I didn't think about this. If I get into war sooner, but just stay turtled up in Suruga, then I can take care of the Hojo by letting them just slam into me here in Suruga. And these are going to be battles I'm going to win easier because it's going to be a defensive siege. And that's also a really good way to get heroic victories. So, but I'm still not going to do that yet because I want to replenish a little bit, and I have to worry about Totomi province rebelling. So Totomi might rebel, and to handle that, I think I'm going to send back my daimyo in this light cav, partially to repress this province, and I'm going to need to do other things. But I know I also have a Metsuke I need to rank up. Okay, +2 to repression. That could be really useful for us, especially right now. But it seems like we'll always have a province that we're trying to repress. So even continuing, because I tend to conquer really quickly, that might be really useful. +1 to cunning, overseeing armies, we don't care about that. But overseeing towns, we do really care about that. That increases tax rate. So right now, Owari is being taxed slightly higher than a province without Metsuke at 29%. Versus a place like Totomi, which is 22%. So it's receiving a 7% tax rate increase because of my Metsuke that's in that province. So how much does 1 point of overseeing towns give me? So it's at 29 now, and if I put 1 rank there, I know I'm going to want both ranks there anyway, so it doesn't hurt me to test this out real quick here. So it gives me 4% tax rate bonus. Yeah, so 4% of this province's wealth is like, it's not that much. It's like 40 koku or something like that. Did I do that math right? 40, 50 koku. I mean, that's another unit I can field. So I know I'm going to want the other rank, so I might as well do that one as well. I mean, long term, it's just a good idea to have your Metsuke have as much increase to overseeing towns as possible if you're using them, like I am, in order to increase tax rate. But this repression could also be really circumstantially useful for us, so I think I'm going to do that. In fact, that might be our solution to Tomi, is I'm just going to send him there. This is not long term, he's not going to be stationed there. In fact, I might send this Metsuke back to Owari, except for they're receiving 3 character oppression from this one Metsuke for some reason. Oh, no, it's just because this guy was walking through the province. So yeah, well, okay, so it's receiving 3 character oppression, and if I take away both Metsuke, because he's going to go over there and this guy's going to go over here, then this town would no longer be happy. And I'm pretty sure that if I leave this town right now, it'll rebel. Let me just see if I can, yeah, okay. So if it's unhappy at all, it's going to rebel because it was unhappy last turn as well. So I can't leave this turn. I mean, this would go down by 1, and I think it doesn't trigger the rebellion until the start of the next turn. Oh, I would also lose this 1 happiness bonus from my Summer Sun trait. So yeah, so I can't move that Metsuke this turn. Why is there a move order? Oh, there's some move order I left on from some army or something. Oh my god. So, yeah, it would have rebelled if that move order had taken place. Which wouldn't be the end of the world. I'm pretty sure that the size of the rebel stack is related to the resistance to invaders number, so it wouldn't have been a huge army, but I don't want to have to quell a rebellion at a time when who knows what the Iko-Iki are going to do. Okay, so I have 482 Koku left, and I really want to make sure that I have 1,600 Koku when I'm done. Let's see if we can get some trade going with the Takeda. They're pretty weak. Well, actually it says they're strong, but they only have 2 provinces. But I would get 146 Koku is what it says if I traded with them. I'm not sure that's entirely accurate, though, that amount.
My horse needs
Let's see if
exercise,
they'd give us any money.
So be quick about your business here.
So let's start with 50. Okay. Yeah, okay. So no Koku. They're probably going to say no, but yeah. Hostages, actually, even if they would have accepted this, I wouldn't take it, to be honest. If you've never tried to do hostages before to solidify an agreement, I think it does give you some kind of diplomacy bonus temporarily while you have the hostage. I might be totally wrong about that, but the problem that I found with hostages is that it doesn't really seem to make that much of a difference in whether or not your allies betray you. I've definitely had allies betray me while I had a hostage of theirs, and so what the hell? And also, sometimes they'll declare war on you as soon as they get their hostage back. So sometimes I feel like it actually increases the chance that they'll betray you once they get their son or whatever back. But yeah, all we really want in this case is a trade deal. So it said it was going to give me like 140 some. Let's verify that. It says 215. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It could be tariffs because of the value of these trade goods that it maybe can't calculate very well or something. Or maybe some bonuses we're getting to trade income. But we don't have any of those techs. That would be like this one. Oh no, not that one. It would be, which techs? This tech gives an increase of trade income plus 20%, and there's another one. Yeah, this one. But we don't have them, so there's some kind of math that's off there. Huh. Okay, my income has increased a little bit. And I do have a trade agreement with the Tory, right? Okay, good. Anybody else that I would like a trade agreement with? Not the Hojo. I'm going to go to war with them soon. Maybe the Kiso. The Kiso wouldn't hurt, especially because they're allies with the Takeda right now. Normally I wouldn't make a trade agreement with them, and this is why I didn't before, because the Takeda typically take over their province, South Shinano, kind of quickly, and if you have any kind of trade going on with them, then that just makes the Takeda like you even less. But yeah, I should have done this a while ago. Well, I shouldn't have. I didn't know that they were going to be allies.
I have weapons that need
Ooh, an arranged marriage too.
Speak quickly, so that I may be about something useful today.
I mean, I didn't think they'd become my vassal. Okay, I'm thinking very seriously about this arranged marriage. Here's the thing. Let's go to the clan management screen. Okay, Oda Nobuhide already has a wife, so I don't think the marriage would apply to him. I think it would apply to Mune Yori. So, what do you get when you marry somebody? Well, I'll tell you. A couple of things can happen, will happen. One, you get a permanent diplomatic bonus to that clan, which in this case I don't really think we need with the Kiso. They are so weak compared to us, and I've never had a problem with the Kiso declaring war on me. Plus they're allied with the Takeda. I'm not worried about that part of it. But you also get a wife for your general. And in this case, well, always, because I don't think generals that are not your sons can have wives, but in this case, your son. You get a wife for your son. And what that does is it gives them an additional trait. So this family member, Oda Gozen, does not have any wife traits, but there are a certain number of traits, there's only a few of them, like 6 or 7, that a wife can have. They're not all positive, or at least some of them are circumstantially positive. Like there's a trait that gives you a +1 bonus to morale at the cost of like 5 or 10% upkeep, I forget which one. So that has some trade-offs. And there's also another version of that trait, which is the opposite. I think it's the exact opposite. So like -10% upkeep at the cost of morale. So that can be useful to get those traits. But they also, importantly, start producing children of their own. So this guy right now, he's 30 years old. Oda Nobuhide is only 38. He might survive to the end of our campaign. Muneyori is almost certain to survive. But let's just say, that he didn't. Or let's say Oda Nobuhide didn't, and somehow Muneyori inherited the clan. His sons would become generals. In fact, they might become generals even if Oda Nobuhide is still alive and this guy's not the heir. I forget exactly how that works. It'll show them in the family tree chart, but I'm not sure if when they come of age they become generals automatically or not. I'm not positive about that. Well, when Nobunaga becomes the daimyo, then Muneyori will move to this brothers panel. And then I don't know how it tracks family trees in that case. So really Nobunaga is the one that we want to get breeding here. Okay, I'm just excited that a clan would arrange marriage with us, but maybe I'll wait until... would they just accept marriage without any other conditions?
I will listen.
The bummer
to
is
what you
that
say,
when you do
but it had better be
do diplomatically demanding a wife, you can't see whether or not they have any traits or what those traits might be. Okay, so they would not accept it just as is, but they would accept it with the coupling of a trade deal. And because Oba Nobuhide or Nobunaga could come of age at any moment, I think that heirs can come of age starting at 15. See that, or 16, but he could come of age at any moment. So I think I'm going to wait then to make the trade deal with the Kiso. That is going to cost me koku, maybe even as much as 200 koku per turn. But it really could be any moment, and I think I'd rather marry him off, and I don't want to miss my opportunity to do that, because I don't think any other clan right now would marry me. Oh, maybe.
Cast your words upon the breeze.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
drift
But
past my ears.
I'm not sure which other clans I would want to marry is the thing. Definitely the Hattori or the Takeda if they had somebody to marry, but they don't have any suitable daughters. Who else would I marry? Hatakeyama are currently at war with the Hattori, so I don't think that would be good, but I can't marry them anyway. I wish you could marry the Ashikaga Shogunate. I don't think you can. I don't think it's possible. Who else would I marry? Iko? I mean, I'm at war with them.
Speak carefully.
Can I
For you
add to
walk
dance? Yeah, they don't
along
even
the
have
edge
anybody
of the
suitable
volcano.
to marry anyway. Ito. Probably not the Ito. Maybe the Satake? I mean, I'm going to be over there soonish. But they don't have anyone to marry. Not the Shoni. Yeah, I think the only one I would really want to marry is the Kisei. The Josekabe wouldn't hurt, but I don't really need the diplomatic bonus wouldn't really be that useful for me. Other trade partners with the Miyoshi, that's not typical. I think normally they're at war with each other. So maybe I should make a trade agreement with them, especially because they would take an arranged marriage without any other conditions, so that means that they would take it even after I make this trade agreement. Let's see if I can get some money out of them too. The downside of making trade agreements like this when you have resources that the other clans might not have is, of course, then you're giving them access to certain buildings and tech and stuff like that. Well, not tech, but certain buildings that they might not otherwise have access to. But I don't think it makes a huge difference in this case. In fact, I'm not sure there are many buildings that require war horses, because I don't think the light stables requires it. Okay, let's make this deal. Okay, the bummer about this is I can't kick them off of any trade nodes, which I believe it's the Chosokabe. No, that's the Satake. Okay. So unless they're on that trade node, then I don't really care. All right, so 457 from the Chosokabe? Whoa. That can't be right. Okay, there's something... Oh, no, that's what they're getting. Oh, shit, that is a really lopsided trade agreement. This one's not so lopsided. Oh, my trade value with the Takeda went down a little bit. Oh, it's because I'm exporting all the war horses that I can now. The That's why. Oh, interesting. And maybe consequently I'm importing other resources, so I have to pay more tariffs. I'm not exactly sure how this trade... You know what? One day I'm going to investigate how this trade stuff works. And also this number seems to be off sometimes. I want to investigate all of those idiosyncrasies and maybe make a video of that sometime, but not today. Okay. Anything else I want to do? I might try to see if other clans would trade.
Cast your words upon the breeze. Perhaps
I don't
they will
share a border with
drift
them yet.
past my ears.
Don't want to trade with them. Maybe with this Atake. Nope, can't trade.
I will listen.
Oh, I can only have one port trade partner. Okay, so that's it for trade. Okay, so I have 1459 next turn, 689 in my current treasury, which means that I have just about 2100 koku, just a little over. And I need to make sure that I save 1600 koku for the stronghold. So I have just a little over 2100 koku, but I'm also recruiting this Bo Ashikaru. So really, let's just average it and say that I have about 2000 koku left. And I'm counting this Oda-Bo because his upkeep will apply at the beginning of next turn. So this projection, this number here isn't necessarily accurate, it's just a projection. It can change due to all sorts of certain circumstances, like for instance, your recruiting units, there's additional upkeep. It might go down if you're attacked in the middle of a turn, and during the AI's turn, and then you have less upkeep, for instance. But also, these trade values can change, and I'm not sure when or why they change. But I think there's some kind of supply and demand thing going on here. So if the value of these warhorses dropped by a koku, for instance, then I might suddenly be getting less trade value out of my trading partners. So that's something important to keep in mind. You don't want to be like exact, like, okay, I have exactly 1600 koku when I add this and this together, because it's possible that that something could mess up that number, which is why I like to generally round down unless I'm in some dire situation. So I have enough money left over that I can do something else. I don't have enough that I could build something, but long term, just remember what I want to do in this province. Encampment, I guess, I think is what I was originally going for. But now that I'm doing that in Issei, I don't think I want that here. The benefit of having an encampment in your capital province, though, is that any general that you recruit or that comes of age will get the bonus of that encampment. So if that encampment has +2 melee attack, let's say, I think it's this one, then, oh, this is +2 armor, but whatever, then your general gets that bonus as well. That's really beneficial for clans like the Takeda, who have superior warhorse stables in their capital province, and you can also manipulate the capital province a little bit to get it someplace that you want, like Mikawa, because that'll give your generals additional charge bonus if you upgrade these buildings, which is really nice. But you can't, it's really difficult to manipulate the capital province, and we're not going to do that in this series. Also because I have to not own my original capital in order for my capital to remain in some other province. If I take back Owari, then my capital will move right back, which is really unfortunate. Okay, but let's just recruit one unit, and that'll for sure give me enough. I might even be able to recruit 2, but that would be cutting it close. With the upkeep costs, I think I would be over. Well, but that actually, it wouldn't be recruited next turn, but anyway, that's just a reason not to do it. Okay. I just want to get a little more defensive army built up in case the eco try something. Alright, I believe that is the last little bit of management we had to do this turn. Oh.
Consider my words with
Yeah,
care,
no, we're going to
and
go to war with you
likewise
soon.
respond.
So maybe if you be my vassal. No, that's not an option because they have multiple provinces. Actually, I don't think I would take vassalage with them anyway because we want to own those territories. Oh, hey, the Hattori came back. I think that's good. And the eco are coming down. It's not clear yet. It looks like they're not going for Mino, at least not that turn. That's not where they were heading. So they could either be going towards the Hattori province of Issei, or they could be heading down to... Oh wait, is that the... Okay, I have to remember to break up that Mitsuke. No, Issei is my province. They could either be heading towards Omi, or they could be heading towards Issei or Owari. It's not clear yet. But maybe even the Hattori will meet them out in the fields? That would be nice. I kind of wish I could join them if they do, but I don't have enough people here to stand on my own, so I shouldn't do that. Okay, so now the issue is, I'm not actually sure. I think with a general, assuming they have a general in this army, which it doesn't look like they do, because I think there would be a star next to it, they could reach Mino province. Yeah, they can reach it, even without a general, because my men can reach them. So I don't know for sure that I could hold off against them, particularly if they have lots of Boronin and stuff like that in here. And I do have an additional Yari, Ashgaru, and a Samurai Retainer in the garrison, but I don't think that's quite enough. So, rather than lose these units, I'm going to just move them to Owari to help defend it better. So this is a pretty sizable defensive force, and I feel more confident that Owari could stand against the Iko Iki. The Iko could also decide to go round Owari and strike at some place like Mikawa, but I would have enough time in that case to turn this general around, I think. And or I can just move units from Owari to defend Mikawa, or I don't know, I'll figure that out if that happens. Alright, so this province should be at -2, yep. Next turn -1, but that would be too late, it would rebel. And this province, of course, isn't unhappy. So this will be exactly enough to keep this province happy. Actually, next turn, it'll get a +1 happiness bonus for my Mirror of Amaterasu trait, so I didn't even need to bring my one of those units with me. Just one would have been enough, that's what I'm saying. Okay. I'm kind of nervous about my general in this province, only because this army's movement range is reduced, so if I do need to respond quickly to an eco threat, then it's going to take me maybe an additional turn to get there because they're not with my general right now. Okay. Oh, so I could upgrade this already. I think I want to move towards the stronghold, though. Yeah, let's do that. I have a good food surplus right now. I'm not worried about that. And then this is going to go up to a Yari Drill Yard and an encampment, and then I want to upgrade that, and then I can start recruiting my superior Ashigaru, including my Oda Longspear. In one turn, I'll be able to start building that encampment. So let's make sure I leave enough money to build that encampment, start that progress, because Yari Drill Yard takes 2 turns, so if I do this right, I should be able to have both of these projects complete on the same turn. It's too bad I don't have enough money to do both the stronghold and the encampment. Well, it's not researched yet anyway. Okay. How many turns does it take to do this? 4. Okay, I'm rethinking my strategy here for a second. If I start on this, and then next turn upgrade to stronghold and build the encampment, which would take 2,450 koku, which I don't know that I can have that much. This would give me about 2,080. I would need 400 more koku from somewhere. I might be able to get that from some other clan, like the Hatakayama. Well, I don't border them. Some other clan by providing them military access. And or that trade agreement with the Kiso that I could start. Yeah, let's start with the Pilgrim Hostel. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Never mind. My planning here is wrong. I was thinking this goes in 4 turns. If I do this building in 3 turns and this in 3, then the next turn I can start the Yari Drill Yard. But I can't start the Yari Drill Yard until the Stronghold progress is complete. So that simplifies things. Okay, still reinforcing. We don't know what they're going to do. 363 koku left. I could recruit another unit. I'm not sure that I want to, though. Overseeing armies, crap. Chance of being assassinated, I guess. Let's do that. Uh, 36% tax rate in that province is good. I don't think this updated my clan income when I increased his tax rate. Yeah, see, this income next turn says 1668, and this says 1374. So I'm not sure which one is correct in this case. I'm wondering if like this forces it to update. Yeah, see, it forced it to update down here. So I think this number is actually correct, and that number is false. Okay. Alright, so 363 Koku left. Long term, I think I do want to recruit more people in Suruga, but it's gonna put more of a damper on my clan income. So I wonder if I shouldn't. Nah, I'm gonna do it anyway. God, it'd be so nice to spend that money on upgraded units from Issei, though. Yeah, let's turtle up for reals and not have more people than we need. Okay, Mikawa is slightly happier now. And next turn, they're actually going to gain 2 happiness, because this is going to drop by 1, and they're going to gain the Mirror of Amaterasu happiness benefit. So I can move all 3 of these units to someplace different. I'm tempted to move all of them down to Totomi, headed towards Suruga. Yeah, let's do that, in fact. How did they become unhappy? Oh, right, because I'm gaining 2. Right. Okay. They're not going to rebel, though, anyway, even if I did that math wrong, because they were happy for 1 turn. All right, and now that I've done that, I don't need my general in here, so I'm just going to... Nah, I'll wait until this province is a little happier, and I can bring all my armies out and head towards Suruga, which actually is next turn. Next turn, this province will be at a surplus happiness of 5, which is exactly the number of my garrison. And I don't think they're receiving any repression bonus from my daimyo. It doesn't look like it, so I think I would be fine. Okay. And finally, my ships. Let's see if anybody's on this last trade right here. Oh, it almost ended turn in the deep water. I don't know why it passed through deep water. I think it's ridiculous that it does that. Okay, I'm just keeping eyes on everything here. Okay, I think that'll allow me to see them through the next turn as well. Alright. And I think that's it. 1 turn, we're going to get that encampment. It's going to be great. Plus 5% to replenishment. Let's just see what kind of effect it has on this army, which doesn't have a general right now, which I think hurts replenishment maybe. It says 15 per turn. Let's see what it is after. The Takeda are moving, probably back towards the Hojo. Oh, they took it. They took back Kai. Hey! And the Hattori won but lost, and oh no, this is getting dirty. Oh god, I wish I had an army there to help. Oh, I really don't want the Eco to take Omi. That'd be bad for me. Oh crap. And the Hojo were attacked by whoever's over here, the Sataki. So now they don't have that... oh shit, they were wiped out by that clan. Okay, that a lot happened. Wow. Wow, okay. Yeah, let's start moving towards that economy increase. I have to really seriously rethink this now, because this clan is actually quite big. The Satake. Strong, and they have 7 provinces. Maybe I go for the same strategy? I can't take Kai now, which I'm not that heartbroken over. But yeah, I really do want this gold mine in that workshop, so... Yeah, and then I'll be at war with them, but I think that's okay. I can kind of hold the line at Sagami. But yeah, I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not going to do this turn, but I'm just trying to figure out. I think I want to go... There's 2 different branches here. Either I get improved Master of the Arts with the library building. Sorry, plus 20% to all mastery versus the base is plus 10. Or I go down this branch, which gives happiness bonus, which we don't really care about, but it's plus bonus to tax rate in the province and allows you to recruit Metsuke that are of a higher rank, which is also really good, especially when the enemy starts fielding like ninja and stuff to come take out your Metsuke. Yeah, and this gives... Oh, it's still just plus 2 ranks. Oh, but it increases the tax rate again. I mean, pluses to arts mastery can be really good, but it doesn't make like a huge difference. It just means that you complete things a few turns earlier, unless you have a lot of these places that are upgraded. One day I would love to do a Let's Play whose purpose was just to complete the entire tech tree, to see if it was possible. I mean, I could do some math before I do the Let's Play to make sure it is, but I think that would be a fun challenge. Because your like army would be spread out all around the map. Yeah, okay, but that's not happening this turn. Is there anything else I can help that would or build that would make this place more defensive? Anything that adds to a garrison? I think the eco version of this Buddhist temple does add a garrison. Or maybe it's the upgraded version. I don't know if it's going to tell me here, or it just tells you what you can recruit. Okay. I haven't decided yet what kind of elite units I want to recruit. Whether that's going to be warrior monks, or samurai, or matchlock units. I'm not quite sure yet. Hero units that I want to go for eventually, I don't know. Right now, I'm very content with my peasant armies. I am kind of thinking that we might want to go for Oda Matchlock Ashigaru. They're slightly better than their normal Matchlock counterparts. I wouldn't complete this currently until 43 turns from now, so it would be quite an investment, as Gunpowder Mastery always is. But here's the thing. Here's my thought about doing this on this campaign, is that samurai are a problem, right? When going toe-to-toe with my peasant units. And I'm doing a lot to help make that not as much of a problem. And I have some benefits of the Oda, like reduced upkeep costs that allow me to outnumber them in some cases. But still, I don't have a very good counter to units that have armor. But, of course, Matchlock can pierce armor. So this would be a really wonderful way to kind of keep with my peasant theme and also have a good counter against samurai. But I'm not going there for that yet. I want to increase at least this and maybe even go as far down as that with land consolidation in order to get my economy moving a little bit more. I was really hoping that I would be able to capture one of these trade nodes, and maybe this one will still be available, but... Oh, wait. I haven't moved him yet this turn. Let's check it. The Shoni again. So if I did want to go to war with the Shoni, I could take 2 trade nodes. Is this really empty? Oh, okay, no. I just couldn't see him. I got my hopes up there for a second. Alright, so depending on how I feel, I might stop this patrolling nonsense and either scuttle these ships or return them home. And should I even look? I already have this resource, but you get so much income from having trade ships on nodes that... Yeah, let's just take a look. Alright. Where was this ninja detected? Oh, I totally forgot about my ninja up here. He's just been sitting there. That could be really useful in this case. I could sabotage this army, making it so it can't reinforce that one or move on its turn. And I don't remember if the Hattori go first or second. I think they go first. I think they went first. So if I do sabotage this army, they might be able to take out that and then be able to take out that next. The problem is that it costs a lot of money. I think it would be worth it, though, in this case. My other option is to mobilize Muneyori here, but he's not going to make it there in time. The battle's already going to be over, basically. Unless the Hattori are able to really, really damage the Iko-Iki, and I can clean them up with my army, it's not going to make a difference to bring my army up. And or if I combine it with this stack to kind of wipe out whatever's left over here. But this is the... I think this is the solution there. Ah, damn. So it still cost me 500 cocoa even though I failed. At least it's not 1,000 when you fail. Okay, so I think I should start upgrading now, because that's going to take the longest for the Pilgrim Hostel. Yeah, let's do it now while I have the Koku. Oh, that's really too bad. Did I get to see what they had? Yeah. Okay, I'm not too terrified. I'm more terrified by this bow roning and those sword Ashigaru, but this is kind of a pushover army, except for the fact that it has some veterancy here. Even so, I doubt that they're that much better, if better at all, than my own units. Like, let's check out this one, rank 6, with improved accuracy. So it has 22 reload skill, 37 accuracy, and mine have 35 reload skill and 30 accuracy. So mine have better reload skill, slightly worse accuracy. But like, that's pretty amazing. Their rank 6 bow Ashigaru isn't that much better, if at all, than my Oda bow. You can kind of ignore a lot of these other stats, like morale doesn't really matter with bows, melee attack and melee defense really don't matter. There's a real problem if you're using them that way. Let's see how my Yari compare. So this has 12 morale, 7 melee attack, 6 melee defense. This ungeneraled fresh recruit has 9 morale, 5 melee attack, 7 melee defense. So kind of okay, a little less melee attack. And I do have some veterancy over here. So if I had to fight them, which I might have to, I might be okay. But the question is, am I proactive and do I fight them now? Start heading towards them now? Or do I wait for them to attack me in Owari or someplace that I could easily defend? I know I said I was going to turtle up, but and this place is still dealing with resistance to invaders. Yeah, if I exempted it from tax, then I could, without any problem, do that. Ugh. Yeah, I'm really tempted to get a move on. Let's see how my replenishment rate changed. Yeah, it went from 15 to 22. That's really good. Because of that encampment mastery. Okay, well, I think I'm going to delay the decision about what I'm going to do about this conundrum until next time. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you then.